Spoken For Communications brings you this preview of North Carolina Central and Florida A&M as these two programs meet for the 8th time in program history. Chris Hooks, play-by-play voice of the NCCU Sports Network, as the Eagles look to make it 6-1 in MEAC play, joined by the head coach of the Eagles, Henry Frazier III. All right, Coach, we're coming off a very dramatic, exciting win over Delaware State, and it just seems like the Henry Frazier magic continues here in 2012.
I don't know if it's Henry Frazier magic, but them football players of mine show out playing at a high level. They're playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. The coaches are in tune. You know, we were all on the same page, and the alumni, the fans, the administration, everyone is on the same page, and it is fun when we're all on the same page, and that tends to translate to wins.
Well, you certainly got one the other day. 6 wins now on the season, 5-1 in MEAC play. I mean, you've guaranteed a winning season. And again, it's not to pat you on the back. You still got 2 left. But just you said in your original press conference, a winning season was what you want to do in year 2.
Yeah. We're on course. We're on course to do some of the things that we talked about. You know, and ultimately our goal is to win the conference championship and win a national championship. And we think we're building a football program that's going to be able to do those things in the years to come. And I'm excited about these guys, especially the senior class. Like I told them, you are winners. You know, and that can never be taken away. You're going to go out a winner. And now we just going, you know, we're kind of really playing with house money now. So we get an opportunity to go down to Florida A&M. They've been so gracious to invite us down for homecoming. So we're going to go down and try to accommodate that wish and try to finish out this season. But Saturday was an exciting homecoming victory, packed house, double overtime. And, you know, things wasn't going our way offensively, but defensively and special teams-wise, we played well. And we played extremely well. And then at the end, it was just somehow, some way, I just had that feeling that I don't know what and how, but we were going to come out on top victorious. And the guys just believed themselves, and they played to that level, and we were able to come out on top.
What's a win like that do for your team? I mean, again, you weren't playing your best ball, but yet you found a way to win.
No question. And we always say you rather, you know, play ugly and win or play ugly and lose, you know, because you don't play it ugly. So I'd rather play ugly and win. And there's never a bad win. You know, when you win, they all wins are good because they're hard to come by. So, you know, we'll correct the things that we didn't do well, and we'll go back to work and practice, do the things we need to do to prepare our football program and our football team to go down to Tallahassee and try to get us a 7th win of the season.
Talking about Florida A&M, Joe Taylor, you've spoken highly about him as far as him being a mentor, and he's someone you look up to here in this coaching profession. He announced his retirement. What can you say about Coach Taylor and what he's done for HBCU football?
Coach Taylor I think he's an awesome football coach and probably even a better person. Him and I are both from Washington, D.C., and so I think he kind of accepted me as a mentee, you know, coming from Washington, D.C., and I've leaned on him for many things. He's always a phone call away. I consider him a mentor, and I consider him a role model in this profession, and he's done it the right way. He has done it with a tremendous amount of integrity, and he's been extremely successful. And, you know, Coach Taylor was once the president of our Coaches Association. I mean, he's done so many things in this profession, and I just have a lot of respect for him. And I tell you what, I want nothing more than to go to Tallahassee and send them a retirement with a loss.
Well, that'll certainly be something the Eagle fans would certainly enjoy. How's that going to happen? What do we have to do to beat Florida A&M? Again, very talented squad. They're typically in the top of the MEAC, not so this year, but they're certainly a good football team.
When you look at their players, they're talented. The thing that jumps out to me is their defense. Their defense is very good. They run to the football. They're a stingy defense, and they're getting after it. So then on offense, they got some speedsters. You know, I think Fleming will be back. You know, if not, Tyler Bass will be out there. They do some different things when Tyler's a quarterback. But Fleming he was such a special football player last year as a freshman. He's had some success this year. And they got fast receivers. And they'll get behind you, and they can put it up there and go for 6. And they got those speedy return guys. So Coach put together a good football team. They're a little young in some positions, but he put together a good football team, and we better be ready to go down there when we go down there to play and compete against them.
Looking at the defense again, they stepped up huge last week in their performance against a great passing team in Delaware State, sort of that bend but don't break situation. Well, guess what? Florida A&M is also a great passing team.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. I mean, they did get behind us one time on Saturday, but other than that, the whole goal was to keep everything in front of us. And number 5 and number 7 for Delaware State. We're going to be no different this week. You want to keep those guys in front, and then if we can get the quarterback to hitch, then we're going to get them a sack because our defensive line is playing at a high level. So, we're going to game plan. I mean, we're going to have a solid game plan going down to Tallahassee, and it's just a matter of our football players executing that game plan.
Jordan Reed didn't have his best day as the starting quarterback, but again, what's he got to do to get back and just get back to what he's been before? He
struggled, and that's to put it mildly, and that's going to happen. If you're a quarterback long enough, you're going to have some bad days. But I told him, he's our guy. You just go through your progressions, trust yourself. I think Jordan started second-guessing himself in the second half, and he didn't want to take those chances. Take the chances, son. You're the guy. You're the quarterback, and it's okay. Because you can't play quarterback being scared. You can't be afraid to make that tough throw or to make that tough decision. That's why the quarterbacks get the big bucks. So, I told him, you our guy. We believe in you, and just go out there, relax, and just play football. And he came, tried to say, Coach, my bad. I said, hey, make it up to me this weekend. You got another chance to play another game this season. So he, we have all the confidence in the world in Jordan. We have all the confidence in the world in our system. But the thing about people that's not, I guess, apparently clear is that, we had a patched up offensive line, with those injuries. We had a new center. And then, with Giovanni gone, not playing, and Andre Clark not playing, I mean, we was really, we didn't have a solid week. Charles Goodwin didn't practice all week with the concussion syndrome, but he didn't end up playing and played well. So, we just, the continuity is really not there with all the injuries on offense. So, as a quarterback, you want to get, he has to get comfortable. So, hopefully we'll have a lot of those guys back to practice this week, and we can get some continuity going during the week, and then we'll probably play better on offense.
All right, Coach, here's to hoping to get win number 7 on the year, and we continue this great season here at NCCU.
Well, I appreciate it, and happy Tuesday, voting day. So I was excited to go out and cast a vote today, and good luck to all the candidates except for one.
That's head coach Henry Frazier III. We'll be on the air at 2:30 for the Champps Pregame Show as Spoken For Communications brings you this preview of North Carolina Central and Florida A&M. We'll see you on Saturday at 2:30. Myself and Joe Simmons will be on the air for the Champps Pregame Show. Enjoy the ball game, everybody.